Are you tired of feeling like your finances are controlling you? No matter what you're doing, you just kind of feel stuck? Well, in this video, I'm going to teach you 7 different simple, easy steps that you can do so you feel like you're in control of your finances versus the other way around. Because the amazing thing about our relationship with money is it doesn't matter how much money we make, our relationship with money will always stay the same unless we change it. So in this video, I'm going to be talking about 7 different ways that you can improve your relationship with money, which is also going to help you improve the way you manage money. Because if you have a poor relationship with money, you're not going to manage it very well. It's kind of like that frenemy, like hot and cold, stay away, or that family member that you only see on holidays. When you improve your relationship with money, you're going to feel more in charge of your money, no matter how much money you make. And that's what a lot of people get wrong. Is they think, oh, well, I don't need to worry about my money until I have this dollar amount, or I don't need to focus on it until I have this dollar amount. Here's the thing, money is just an amplifier. So if you have a bad relationship with money today, having more money is just going to amplify your poor relationship, right? There's a reason that so many lottery winners lose their money because they have a negative relationship with money. So in this video, I'm going to teach you 7 simple tips to help you manage your money better. All you need is a notebook, pen, paper, or your phone notes app. So let's dive in and change your relationship with money right away. First, you might be asking, why do I need to manage my relationship with money? Why is that going to help? So if you have a better relationship with money, you're going to feel more in control of all of the different areas with money, whether it's your financial goals, your budget, your saving, your spending, your income, what you plan to do with the money in the future. It's going to help you feel like you're in the driver's seat. So often we feel like money dictates our life. Oh, I can't do that trip because I don't have the funds, or I can't do this because I'm saving for something else. When we actually manage our money, we are in control. We can say, oh, actually, let me plan and save for this. So that way I don't always feel like I have to say no because I don't have the money. And I'm going to teach you a really fun hack so you always have the money to do fun things. The first thing you want to do with managing money better is setting financial goals. So a really easy one is to ask yourself these 4 different areas. How much money do I want to earn? How much money do I want to spend? How much money do I want to invest? And how much money do I want to use to pay off current bills? And so when we look at those 4 areas, we can be really clear with, all right, what are my money goals? And a really easy way to set your money goals is using SMART goals. And SMART goals stand for specific, measurable, attainable, realistic, and timely. So we can use this calendar year for the year of 2025. How much money do you want to make? How much money do you want to invest? And not just invest, say in real estate, stock market, but how about investing in yourself? Because you will always be the best ROI you can ever give yourself. So how much money do you want to invest in yourself? Is there a coach that you've been wanting to work with that you know when you enter that world, that container, you are going to magnify your impact and everything you're ready to call in? Then we can ask yourself realistically. So a lot of times we want to make these huge money goals. And then what that does is it triggers our nervous system. Because let's say, for example, your goal is 10K months and right now you're at 1K months. Your business is generating 1K, or maybe your side hustle is generating 1K and your goal is to hit 10K. That might trigger your nervous system if you're not doing the proper steps to prepare and train your nervous system. So definitely check out my YouTube video on how to 10x your goals, because I go over exactly how to train your nervous system to handle that 10x jump. So then also timely. Do you want to do this within 6 months, 12 months? So those are easy hacks that you can do. Is first identify what is your money goal. And you can just do my money goal for 2025, or you can break it down. This is how much I want to earn. This is how much I want to invest. This is how much I want to pay off debt. And this is how much money I want to spend. And then you can say, all right, do I want to have a travel fund? Do I want to have a fun fund? So when people ask me to go to dinner or go on vacation, I don't always have to say no because you've planned ahead. So now that you've set your money goals, step 2 is visualizing receiving it. And why we need to visualize receiving it is because when we visualize receiving that money or spending that money or even investing that money, you are training your nervous system for what is normal. If you do not train your nervous system for your money goals to be in alignment with your money goals, your nervous system will get triggered when you do action steps to achieve your money goals, which will send a signal to your brain smoke detector, danger, danger, danger. And before you know it, you will self-sabotage all of your success. Self-sabotage looks like avoidance, procrastination, doing everything except for the things you actually need to do. So when we visualize and we close our eyes, and let's say we are visualizing putting money in our travel fund, or putting money towards investing in ourselves, or we're paying off debt, or we're receiving a huge bonus, a big commission, a raise, you name it, when you are mentally visualizing it, you are actually training your body that this is the new normal. You will no longer freeze. A really common thing I say with my clients is that your booty cheeks won't clench when you think about a certain dollar amount, whether it's spending that much, investing that much, or receiving that much. You really are training the body to feel relaxed for that next level of financial success. Tip number 3 is creating a personal budget. When we create a personal budget with money, what we are saying is we are in control of our money versus the money being in control of us. And a personal budget doesn't have to be tracking every single dollar. It can be, but it can really be, I want to make sure these pillars are taken care of. I want to make sure that I can go shopping without feeling like, oh my gosh, there's no money left over for fun. When we have a super fixated money grip hold and I'm only spending on our bills, we will resent our jobs. We will resent the way we make money, because then we're just holding this identity that I'm just constantly working to pay my bills, and I'm not working to actually enjoy the life that I'm working towards. So it's really important that you set a personal budget for yourself, luxury experiences, taking care of yourself. So that way you can normalize in your mind, normalize that you're not just working to pay off your bills, but you're also working to enjoy life. So when you go shopping, no longer having guilt, no longer having shame, no longer feeling bad and being like, buyer's remorse, let me just return it all because I feel so bad. So making sure you set a budget for fun. And then when someone calls you and says, hey, let's go to dinner, you're not like, oh, no, I can't. I don't have the money. You're like, wait a minute, I planned for this. Even if it's just a portion of every paycheck or however you receive money, planning money aside. So that way, when someone asks you for an opportunity of fun or excitement or travel, you are able to say yes. So something that I do is every single Wednesday, I have money transferred to a separate account, and that is called my travel fund. Every single Wednesday for the last, I think 6 years, money is transferred over. So when I am booking a trip, I have money there ready to go. I'm not trying to figure out, is it my checking have enough? Does my savings have enough? How is this going to manage with my other bills? So when you start to plan ahead, you are planning for success, and then you don't feel like your finances are controlling you because you're planning ahead for the things that you actually want to do, which is have fun. Like, who doesn't want to have fun? Travel, experiences, nice meals, all of that. This next one, nobody does. And I think this is a huge, huge downfall on why people have a negative relationship with money. I would start with once a month having what's called a money date. And you are going to open your bank, you're going to look at your credit cards, and you're just going to look at what is going on with your money. What are your spending habits? How much money are you receiving? How much money are you spending at Target, Amazon? How much are you spending on Uber Eats versus how much money do you want to be spending in all of these categories? Would you rather cook the meals at home so that way you can enjoy more luxuries like spa days or day trips? Or would you rather look at it through the lens of, I want to keep my current lifestyle, so how can I earn more income so that way I can maintain the current lifestyle that I have with adding more luxuries? I believe that it's easier to make more money than it is to save more money. I believe that it's easier to figure out how can I make more money than focus on how can I cut things out to save money. Because they did a fascinating study with coffee. They had this group of people not go and buy their daily coffee that they're used to buying. And then at the end of the study, they asked them, how much money did you save by not buying your coffees? And they said, oh no, I didn't save it. I spent it on something else. And so the research has shown that you cutting back on your daily coffees is just going to get spent somewhere else. So they've actually found that it's easier for you to make more money than it is to cut those daily treats, such as getting a cup of coffee or going out to get a meal. So having that money date of, if the answer was yes, how much more money do I need in order to live the lifestyle that I want? And with your money date, you can really ask yourself, this is a surplus question. And what surplus means is, how can I live in surplus? Surplus means more than your basic needs, more than just your bills, but truly having a surplus. So when you are out grocery shopping, you're out luxury shopping, you're not having to check your bank account. Can I afford this? Because you know that you have surplus. So a really easy thing you can do, and you can add this in your money date, is asking yourself, if I were to live in surplus, how much money would I need every day, every week, every month, and every year to live in surplus on your terms? Does that mean getting your hair done every week? Does that mean getting daily coffees? Does that mean going to your favorite to-go place and getting a meal? Does that mean getting massages? Does that mean flying to Disney for the day? I used to do that when I lived in Alaska full time. We would fly to California Disneyland just for the day. We wouldn't even get a hotel. We would literally get in at 5 a.m. and leave at midnight. So ask yourself, when I want to live in surplus, that's the goal, is living in surplus, what would that number look like? And that's something you can do to start changing your relationship with money. No matter what tips you learn to do, this next one will be the biggest impact on your relationship with money. And that is regulating your nervous system before, during, and after any money-related activities. Regulating your nervous system is just calming your body, so that way your brain is not sending a signal that you are experiencing a threat or a perceived danger. As soon as the brain thinks that money is a threat or perceived danger, it is going to send a signal in your mind and body, do not move forward. It's like flashing red lights. And your body is going to block you from taking the action steps that you would need to take in order to call in more money. So regulating your body, regulating your mind before you check your bank account, before you check your credit card, before you pay anything, before you swipe, is going to train your body. It's going to train your nervous system that money isn't the problem, that money is actually really safe. And when you start to train your mind and body that money is safe, your body's going to want more of that because it feels good. And when your body starts to feel safe around money, it's going to call in more. It's like, more please, more please. So there's some different ways that you can learn to regulate your body. An easy one is doing some breathing. So before you check your bank account, just do some breathing. That's going to send a signal that we're relaxed, we're calm. If you're feeling really activated with money, doing some EFT tapping. EFT tapping is going to help your mind and body regulate, get grounded in the present moment. So that way, when you do any money-related activity, you're ready to go. And I've got you because my YouTube channel has so many EFT tapping videos that are going to help you prepare for regulating your nervous system with money. I just released one that's called Calling in More Money, and it's all about regulating your nervous system so you can actually call in more money. And if you are ready to take your EFT tapping journey to the next level, join my EFT tapping library. It has over 150 tapping videos at just $22 a month. Perfect for the on-the-go individual who is ready to regulate their nervous system and call in more abundance, success, and wealth. Your next tip is creating a healthy relationship with money. So what you're going to do is you're going to think about where you're at today all the way to the past. What has your old money story been? Has it been money is hard to make, money is hard to earn, it has to be a long time, it has to be really stressful, really chaotic, I have to work a lot of hours, people are mad at me if I make a lot of money? Like, what's the money story that you've had from the past to today? Write it all down. Now ask yourself, moving forward from today to the future, what is my new money story? Oh, money is so easy. I wake up with sales. I love money and money loves me. I'm so grounded and regulated when I think about my relationship with money. So ask yourself, what is my new money story? Then what we can do is bridge the gap. Okay, what do I need to release? And what do I need to install in order for my new money story to be my new identity, my new self-image? I can make an entire video on that. So if that's something you would like, let me know in the comment section below. And I can make a whole new video on your money story, how to change it and how to create a new one. When we have negative self-talk about money, like I'm bad with money, I can never save, I never make enough, it just always feels out of reach, what you're actually doing is you're telling your brain the blueprint of how to look at money. So from this point forward, again, with your new money story, keep asking yourself, what do I want to believe about money? And then talk about money. So instead of saying, oh my gosh, that's so expensive, you can say, how can I make that happen? Instead of saying, oh, that's not for me, you can say, what do I need to do to achieve that life? And put yourself back feeling empowered that you get to create the money story that works for you versus the money story telling you it's not possible, it's hard, it's stressful, anxiety, all these things. The way we talk about money is a true reflection on our old money story. And as you are creating a new money story, change the way you talk about money to a more positive, upbeat, regulated, grounded lens. And you're going to start to see how money is going to change around you. It's going to feel easier when you're investing in yourself. It's going to feel ease when you're receiving money, when you're spending money, because you know it's just a circulation, right? What goes in and comes out. And it's no longer this survival instincts. It's no longer this survival identity, but it actually feels safe, grounded, and rooted that I can trust that money will always be there when I need it. Also, lean into technology. Here's my last tip, lean in technology. Lean into technology. There are so many money mindset apps, budgeting apps, and my favorite one is to use ChatGPT. Here are my money goals. What do I need to work on in order to achieve it? Here are my money goals. How can you help me? And it will brainstorm and you can riff back and forth. Use technology to help you change your relationship so you can feel empowered. Right? You are empowered. Money is just a tool. If you were building a house, you needed wood and brick and this and that. Those items are not good or bad. They're just items to help you build a house. Same with money. It's not good or bad. It's the person behind it. Money is just going to amplify who you are. And I know you are a healthy, good person. Money is just going to amplify that even more. So changing your relationship with money is going to change how you manage and handle money. And it's going to improve every single area in your life. Definitely check out the EFT tapping library or some of my free tapping videos to get your body regulated on your money managing journey. If you enjoyed this video, hit that like button and don't forget to subscribe. I release videos out every single week and I cannot wait to see you in next week's video. Bye everyone.